but the raccoon didn't have to climb a mountain.
Technically, he's not a raccoon, you know.
Oh, whatever. He eats garbage.
Welcome. Natasha, daughter of Ivan. Clint, son of Edith.
Who are you?
Consider me a guide to you and to all who seek the Soul Stone.
Oh, good. You tell us where it is, then we'll be on our way.
Oh, Liebchen. If only it were that easy.
How's it going? Jesus. Maybe he's making this shit up.
No. I don't think so.
Because he knows your daddy's name?
I didn't. After everything happened with S.H.I.E.L.D., during my little hiatus, I went back to Russia and tried to find my parents. 2 little gravestones by a chain-link fence. I pulled some weeds and left some flowers. We have what we have when we have it.
Clint?
Says he's retired.
Wanda?
TBD. I'm off to Vienna, and there's plenty of room on the jet. Just because it's the path of least resistance doesn't mean it's the wrong path. Staying together is more important than how we stay together.
What are we giving up to do it? I'm sorry, Nat. I can't sign.
I know.
Well, then what are you doing here?
I didn't want you to be alone. Come.
We're a family. We fight with you.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Natasha, don't slouch.
I'm not slouching.
You're going to get a back hunch.
Listen to your mother.
Oh my God, this.
Up.
All
Listen.
right, enough. All of you.
I didn't say anything. That's not fair.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. This is going to be my new Avengers Infinity Saga deleted scene video for Red Skull, the Soul Stone, Black Widow, and her parents, because there are 3 different sets of parents that they talk about in all these different scenes. Ross Marquand, who plays Red Skull during Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, even hinted that Red Skull would be coming back in future Marvel projects, movies, and TV shows. There's a bunch of Easter eggs, so we'll break it all down. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We have a bunch of big stuff coming up. I know things are really crazy right now too, so I will give an update at the end of the video about what's going on. We're doing an Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave your biggest theory about the Black Widow post-credit scene on the video. So we'll just break this down top 7 style, starting with number 7. During Avengers Endgame, Hawkeye and Black Widow go to Vormir in the year 2014 during the events of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, 4 years before Thanos came with Gamora during the events of Infinity War. Just as Red Skull greeted Thanos and Gamora using their fathers' names, Thanos, son of Alars, Gamora, son of Thanos, Red Skull reveals the name of Black Widow's true father, Natasha, daughter of Ivan. Then there's the scene of the Black Widow trailer footage showing Red Guardian, real name Alexei Shostakov, referring to them as family, him as her father, and Melina Vostokov as her mother, and Yelena Belova, Black Widow, refers to Natasha as her sister in separate trailer footage. Number 6 WTF, then there's the Captain America Civil War deleted scene of Black Widow talking to Captain America before the events of the Black Widow movie. We're even earlier in the timeline here, where she says she went back to Russia, tracked down her birth parents, and laid down some flowers to remember them on their graves. Their whole conversation is about not getting hung up on the past and what might have been, just learning to appreciate the time you have with those people that you care about. So taking all 3 of these scenes from the Infinity Saga, we have a couple different sets of families for Black Widow. Who is her real family, and what is going on with all the characters during the Black Widow movie? So number 5, the father that Red Skull is talking about on Vormir during Avengers Endgame, Ivan, is actually a comic book reference to her first adoptive father, Ivan Petrovich, a Russian KGB agent from the comics who was also part of the Red Room program. He's the one that initially found her on the streets, raised her till she was old enough, then gave her to the Red Room Black Widow program to be trained. Black Widow's birth father and mother are never named in the comics. You never learn who they are. She also has a couple of biological younger brothers and a biological older brother who were believed to have died in a fire when she was a baby. During that house fire, Natasha's birth mother threw her out a window to save her, and she was thought to be the only survivor, till years later she comes back and she meets a cyborg version of her older brother and fought him. It was a really crazy comic book story. But in the Captain America Civil War deleted scene, when she talks about visiting her parents' graves, she's probably talking about the birth parents that died in the fire before she joined the Black Widow program. The father that Red Skull is talking about, Ivan, is her first adoptive father. Number 4. Then during the Black Widow trailer footage, Red Guardian, Melina, and Yelena Belova are the people who then became her second adoptive family after that when she was a little bit older inside the Red Room. Within the context of the Black Widow movie, Red Guardian was her surrogate father, Melina was her surrogate mother, then obviously Yelena Belova grew close like sisters with her when they were both in the program coming up together. So all these people, when they're talking about family being back together again, are not biologically related to each other. That's why Red Skull says her father's name was Ivan and Red Guardian's real name is Alexei. Here's the thing though, the same people who wrote Captain America Civil War and talked about her going off to find her birth parents' graves also wrote Avengers Endgame, so they're the same people that did the Ivan Easter egg from Red Skull and the parents' graves from Civil War. When they wrote those scripts, they were pulling from the classic Black Widow Marvel comics, the original Black Widow stories. A totally different person wrote the Black Widow movie and made Red Guardian her surrogate father, Melina her surrogate mother, and it was a big comic book change. Within the Marvel Black Widow comics, Red Guardian was much closer to Black Widow's age, and for a brief period, they actually got married, had a relationship, before she defected to America and joined the Avengers. Number 3, the reason why they're changing that for the Black Widow movie is because they want to bring that same theme of quote-unquote family fighting for each other that you see in the Avengers movies. Like there was an Avengers Endgame trailer that they released early on where Black Widow is narrating and says, "I used to have nothing, then I got this family," talking about the Avengers as her family. So the Black Widow movie is kind of riffing on that and kind of retconning her backstory a little because technically she didn't have nothing before she had the Avengers. She had this family per the Black Widow movie, but because they wrote the Black Widow movie after they wrote all these Avengers movies, it doesn't quite make as much sense. There's always a little bit of hand-waving for situations like this, and I think it's mostly because they didn't make the Black Widow movie when they should have way back during Marvel Phase 2. So number 2, WTF. Had Kevin Feige been allowed to make all the Marvel movies that he wanted to make when he wanted to make them, instead of doing Ant-Man right after Avengers Age of Ultron, he probably would have done Black Panther instead of waiting till Marvel Phase 3. And he probably would have done the Black Widow movie right after she debuted during Iron Man 2 in 2010. There was only one Marvel movie during 2010. Nowadays, they released 3 Marvel movies per year. Had it gone down that way, we wouldn't be talking about this now. We'd be talking about some other new character that they had introduced during Avengers Endgame, theoretically. So number 1, WTF, even though the Black Widow movie takes place in the past, the way that Marvel and Kevin Feige are trying to keep it connected to present day and push the MCU forward with new stuff is doing some new Marvel Phase 4 stuff set in present day at the end of the Black Widow movie. That's all related to Thunderbolt Ross, the Weapons Plus program, the Super Soldier Serum, and the Thunderbolts. All the Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes will take place after they start teasing that. That's why Falcon and Winter Soldier is being released later this summer after they release the Black Widow movie, because even though Black Widow takes place during the past, they're setting some stuff up for Marvel Phase 4. I've already done a couple videos about the Weapons Plus program and its history in the MCU movies. A lot of that starts with the Incredible Hulk movie and Thunderbolt Ross talking about how he brought the Super Soldier program out of the mothballs and has them doing quote-unquote new work, good work. He even had Banner working on it with his gamma research without telling Banner what he was doing. Side note, that's also how you get to the Weapon X program, the new version of Wolverine, down the line. But obviously this is all very preliminary stuff. We're just starting out with bringing the Super Soldier program back. That'll all play out over the course of the Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes. Currently, even though it's on hiatus for a couple weeks because of all the craziness, they will start filming again and they're still supposed to release the episodes at the end of August. Just as a big update, they have not delayed the Black Widow movie yet, but if Marvel makes some big announcement, I will do a video about that. Currently, it's still coming out at the beginning of May, but it could get pushed just a little bit into the summer. If there are any big questions or big video requests, just leave them in the comments below. I'll be doing more Marvel videos, big updates about what's going on right now. Congratulations, Boogietron3000. You're the giveaway winner from my last big Marvel video. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your details. Everyone click here for all my other Avengers Infinity Saga deleted scene videos, and click here for that brand new Black Widow trailer with all the new Taskmaster scenes. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.